Today is April 20th, 2024. The time is 6:38 a.m. And the title of this video is The Failures of Israel's Defense Measures. On October 7th, 2023, all of Israel's defense measures failed. And I want to just highlight just how extensive Israel's defense failures were, and how I believe it is wrong for the House to um, vote to give Israel 26 billion US tax dollars. It'll just go to waste. And I'll show you how. I'll let the video speak for itself. What you're seeing right here is the US Central Command, and it says completion of Juniper Oak 23.2. This is January 6, 2023. It says today, U.S. Central Command and the Israel Defense Forces concluded Juniper Oak 23.2, the largest U.S. Israel partnered exercise in history. Juniper Oak 23.2 integrated U.S. and Israeli fifth generation fighter assets, USS George H.W. Bush Carrier Strike Group, command and control elements, rescue and refueling aircraft during a long-range large force exercise that included a live fire exercise with more than 140 aircraft, including B-52s. You get the picture. So they're doing all of this training, and it's all for our partnership is key pillar to our commitment to expanding regional security cooperation. And during this historic training exercise, you fast forward to October 7th. How was Hamas able to penetrate all of Israel's security? None of the training mattered. This Juniper Oak 23.2 was a failure. Here's exercise. This is February 21st, 2023. Exercise Intrepid Maven 23.2 begins in Israel. Tel Aviv. Approximately 200 Marines and sailors alongside partnering infantry and artillery elements of the Israeli Defense Force are participating in Exercise Intrepid Maven 23.2, set to occur at various locations within Israel from 19th of February to the 1st of March of 2023. Exercise Intrepid Maven is a U.S. Marine Corps force Central Command conceptualized and implemented exercise series designed in late 2021, with the first iteration having occurred in Jordan in March of 2022. The series, to include IM 23.2, is designed to strengthen partnerships, produce training opportunities, contribute to interoperability, and improve conditions for regional security. How did they go through all of this training and October 7th, 2023 still happened? Here's May 11th, 2023. These are unmanned vehicles. It says U.S. Israel complete unmanned naval exercise in Gulf of Aqaba. It says forces from U.S. Fifth Fleet complete a 4-day exercise with Israel in the Gulf of Aqaba, May 11th, that focused on unmanned systems and artificial intelligence integration into maritime operations. The exercise, called Digital Shield, included members of the U.S. Fifth Fleet's Unmanned Systems and Artificial Intelligence Task Force 59, as well as Manta's Devil Ray T-38 unmanned surface vehicles. They're doing all this training, and Hamas still attacked Israel on October 7th. How? How did all this happen? That was a failure. Here goes a press release, July 10th, 2023. U.S. Central Command and the Israeli Defense Force begin military exercise. The U.S. Central Command and the Israeli Defense Forces conduct military exercises this week during Juniper Oak 23.3 in Israel. Now, Juniper Oak 23.2 happened in January, and it was the biggest in history. Now they're doing it, they're a repeat in July. This event tests collective U.S. Israeli readiness and improves the interoperability of both forces through bilateral cyber incident response. While U.S. F-16s, KC-10s, and KC-46 aircraft support air-to-air refueling and agile combat employment. So they're doing these training July 10th. However, Hamas was still able to attack Israel on October 7th, 2023. This was a failure. Okay, here's July 30th, 2023. U.S. and Israel kick off naval exercise in Haifa. U.S. Fifth Fleet and the Israeli Navy held an opening ceremony July 30th in Haifa, Israel, to kick off an annual maritime security exercise. What a joke. And during this exercise, they couldn't have prevented Hamas from attacking Israel on October 7th, 2023. Intrinsic Defender is a 2-week bilateral exercise that seeks to enhance Navy to Navy cooperation and operational readiness. Last year's iteration occurred in March of 2022 off the coast of Israel and focused on maritime security, explosive ordnance disposal, and unmanned systems iteration. Israel is one of our most capable maritime partners, and these exercises further underscore historic military cooperation achieved in recent years. Training and operating together strengthens regional maritime security and stability. Well, how did October 7th happen? With all this training, this was a failure. And here we go. Israel announces completion of security barrier around Gaza. It says, now this is the date on here. Let's December 8th, 2021. Let's beef this up here a bit. It says Israel on Tuesday announced the completion of an enhanced security barrier around the Gaza Strip designed to prevent militants from sneaking into the country. The 65-kilometer, 40-mile barrier includes radar systems, maritime sensors, and a network of underground sensors to detect militant tunnels. Existing fencing was replaced with a 6-meter high, 6.5-yard high smart fence with sensors and cameras. Israel has fought 4 wars with Hamas since the Islamic militant group seized power in Gaza nearly 15 years ago. So this smart fence right here, this was a failure too. It failed on October 7th, 2023. This failed too. The training failed, and this high-tech fence failed too. And here's more about the Israel completes underground Gaza security barrier. It says the Israeli defense minister has announced the completion of a sensor-equipped subterranean wall on its side of the Gaza border, built as a countermeasure against terror tunnels used by the Islamist Hamas terror rulers of the Palestinian enclave. This is December 8th, 2021. It failed on October 7th, 2023. Here's the next. Israeli Premier announces formation of a National Guard. The new force is to be composed of border police units together with mobilized trained units of volunteers and reservists. May 8th, 2022. Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett announced on Sunday the creation of a National Guard with the aim of strengthening the personal security of Israeli citizens. I have instructed the National Security Council in coordination with the Public Security Minister to present the government with an orderly and budgeted plan to establish a civilian National Guard by the end of the month, Bennett said. This failed on October 7th, 2023. Bennett announced the launch of National Guard. Established in the wake of the unrest in Israel's mixed cities during the May 2021 Gaza fighting, the new force is composed of border police officers, volunteers, and reservists who will be trained and activated as needed to deal with disturbances and emergency scenarios. This is June 22nd, 2022. It failed on October 7th, 2023. Cabinet approves National Guard under Ben-Gvir. Several ministers expressed opposition to the move, but still voted in favor. April 2nd, 2023. Israel's cabinet, at its weekly meeting Sunday, approved the creation of a National Guard force under the auspices of the National Security Minister headed by Itamar Ben-Gvir. The cabinet approved 1.5% budget cuts to all government ministries, some 280 million in total to finance the new force. It failed on October 7th, 2023. Here is U.S. Central Com. September 1st, 2021. U.S. Central Command statement on the realignment of the State of Israel. Today, U.S. Central Command assumed combatant command responsibility for U.S. forces in the State of Israel. The realignment announcement by the Defense Department in January strengthens the strategic U.S.-Israeli defense relationship and offers opportunities to deepen operational collaboration between the Israeli Defense Force and CENTCOM's many partners in the region. CENTCOM will now work to implement the U.S. government commitment to a holistic approach to regional security in cooperation with our partners. U.S. government's unwavering commitment to Israel's security remains enduring and ironclad. This failed on October 7th, 2023. All of Israel's security apparatuses failed on October 7th, 2023. The Iron Wall failed. The U.S. Central Command failed. The National Guard failed. The Border Police failed. The Israeli Defense Force failed. The Red Coat Alert failed. All of the training failed on October 7th, 2023. Why would we be considering giving them more money is crazy.